December 2023, Kyiv, Ukraine. An ATM suddenly starts up and starts spitting out cash all over the sidewalk. Someone walking by grabs the money, completely shocked. No alarms going off, no explosions, just free money in the middle of the night. By sunrise, dozens of ATMs from New York to Barcelona are completely emptied out. Bank records show $1 billion is missing, but all the machines are still locked up. One single email, 3 clicks, $1 billion gone. How did a normal waitress turn a rented laptop into the biggest bank hack in history? And how safe is your money, really? By day, Maxim Yakubets cleans tables at a modest cafe in Ukraine, earning pocket change and tips. By night, he's Aqua, an obscure coder immersed in the dark corners of the internet. Tips don't pay rent. So every night, Yakubets teaches himself to hack. He isn't interested in stealing credit card numbers or hacking email accounts. He's thinking bigger. In 2013, banks are considered fortresses of finance. Breaking into one is supposed to require guns, masks, and a getaway car. Yakubets is about to prove otherwise. No guns, no masks, no getaway car, just code. But will it work or blow up in his face? He's heard rumors of a leaked malware source code, something called Carburp, a notorious bank Trojan whose developers slipped up and lost control of their creation. To Yakubets, that leak is an opportunity. He tinkers for weeks. The Carburp code becomes something new, something deadly. Line by line, he builds a skeleton key that opens any bank. He names it Carbanak, a bland name that will soon make history. But naming malware is easy. The real question, could a cafe waiter actually break banks without getting arrested? At first, Yakubets tests Carbanak, probing small local financial networks. In his basement, green text reflects in his eyes. His first bank breach takes seconds. Too easy. But wait, if it's this easy, why isn't everyone doing it? The results exceed even his expectations. Carbanak slips past every defense, opening a secret back door into bank servers. The young waiter realizes he's struck gold, digital gold. But to truly cash in on this discovery, he needs a crew and a plan. He starts assembling a small team of confidants, some fellow Eastern European tech genius annoyed with their day jobs, others seasoned hackers recruited from shady forums. With Carbanak as their ace, they're ready to take on bigger prey. Yakubets, once serving customers dounce and coffee, is now serving up a recipe for what investigators would later call the great bank robbery of the digital age. And he's just getting started. But here's the question that kept investigators up at night. How does a waiter with zero connections get inside 100 banks without anyone noticing? The plan begins with an inoffensive email. Yakubets crafts it carefully. A polite cover letter, a solid resume attached, all the hallmarks of a genuine job applicant. He targets the weakest links in the chain, bank employees. Late 2013, one such email pings into a branch manager's inbox at a European bank. She sees an application for a vacancy she did advertise. Nothing seems weird. With a click, she opens the attached document and unknowingly opens the door to her bank's network. Carbanak springs to life on her PC, installing itself silently. In the next few days, similar emails arrive at banks across Russia, Ukraine, Germany. The crew is casting their net wide. But how long can they hide before someone notices a zombie cursor? Many messages are ignored or caught in spam filters, but it only takes one careless click per target. As soon as an employee takes the bait, Carbanak burrows in and begins its reconnaissance. Yakubets and his crew now have a foothold inside multiple financial institutions. They move deliberately, like burglars tiptoeing through a mansion at night. Carbanak doesn't announce itself. It lurks, watching and recording. The malware has a startling capability. It can hijack webcams and secretly record screens on infected machines. For weeks, they watch. Sometimes months. The hackers see everything. Every password typed, every transfer made, virtually looking over their shoulders. They study how employees log into cash transfer systems, how they schedule big transactions, even how they load ATMs with fresh cash. It's the digital equivalent of casing a vault, all done from thousands of miles away. And the bank employees have no clue they've got invisible visitors on their PCs. The more Yakubets observes, the bolder his plan becomes. With enough intel, he he intends to become the invisible insider. Why crack a safe when you can simply learn the combination and walk right in? His crew identifies prime targets within each bank: the officers who control wire transfers, the technicians who manage ATM networks, the database admins who oversee account balances. Carbanak quietly hops from the initially infected PC to those critical systems, a leapfrog through the network. Each move is calculated and camouflaged by mimicking normal employee behavior. If a bank's IT department notices a login at 2 a.m., they dismiss it as a routine update, because Carbanak cleverly masks its activity. The hackers wait and wait, sometimes for months, no alarms, no suspicion. Every screenshot prepares them for the big payday. Then Yakubets spots something worth $1 billion, a pattern everyone else missed. As Yakubets orchestrates this slow-motion break-in, the question isn't if they will strike, but when. The pieces are in place. At 2:47 a.m. Moscow time, Yakubets types 3 words: begin the harvest. But how do you steal $1 billion without touching a single vault? 2 months into the operation, Carbanak has expanded into more than 100 banks and financial institutions across 30 countries. Yakubets' crew now holds the equivalent of each bank's master key. It's time to cash out, quite literally. The attacks begin almost simultaneously in early 2014, hitting bank after bank in a blitz, but not the kind of smash-and-grab heist you'd see in a Hollywood film. These crimes unfold quietly through computer terminals and security cameras. At bank number 1, a clerk watches in confusion as her cursor starts moving on its own, initiating a large funds transfer she didn't authorize. In another country, the accounting system shows a baffling $5 million expense that no one can explain. Across continents, ATMs mysteriously spit out stacks of cash at preset times with no card inserted. On city streets, money mules, petty criminals hired by Yakubets, casually walk up to these machines at the appointed hour, grab the money, and vanish into the night. In all cases, the banks only realize something is very wrong hours or days later. Yakubets has choreographed the chaos with precision. One tactic the crew uses is to